Hold on a second. Was it Claressa Shields who revealed Rema's whole story on camera and not merely some rumors from behind the scenes? Fans are questioning what they believe to be true regarding a secret that has been known for 10 years. Claressa, who obviously had time today, claims that Rama hasn't been truthful with Papoose for more than a decade. Furthermore, this is no longer just a love triangle, if what she's claiming is accurate. Identity, allegiance, and a truth that has been concealed in plain sight are all at play here. Could Rama have been leading two lives? Has a well-crafted image served as the foundation for her entire relationship with Papoose? And why is Claressa choosing this moment to express herself? There are audio snippets and screenshots that are nearly too detailed to be true. Fans are split, and social media is already in a frenzy. Some people are taken aback, while others claim to have anticipated this for a long time. But there's no denying that Claressa just made a private rumor public. The internet is about to be rocked by this tale. So don't scroll away. Let's dissect it individually. Since this most recent chapter in the Remy Ma Papoose Claressa Shields saga wasn't unexpected, let's go back in time. This detonation, oh no, sweetheart, for 10 solid years, it has been simmering under the cover of coordinated wardrobes, public shows of love, and well-timed Instagram postings. However, the curtains are now flying open because of one irate woman who has a front row seat. Let us establish the scenario. World boxing champion, two-time Olympic gold winner, and the new queen of bluntness, Claressa Shields didn't mince words during her birthday party, with the cameras still rolling and the microphones still hot. What was supposed to be a charming celebration descended into an emotional breakdown, and no one anticipated what she said. Claressa deviated from the script. Rather than retaliating against RMA for allegedly disparaging her relationship with Papoose, she jumped straight to Remy's biggest kept secret, saying that Rema hasn't only been keeping things from Claressa and bypassed the sympathy drama. For almost 10 years, she has been concealing who she really is from Papoose. Take a moment to process that. Claressa claims that, in addition to leading an entirely different life prior to her Queen of the Castle period, Remy concealed a significant aspect of her identity and has done so while publicly presenting herself as hip-hop's most devoted ride-or-die star. What Claressa is saying is the kind of bombshell that not only breaks the internet but melts it. Even though no one is here to define anyone's truth, captured on party video leaks in her own words, Claressa was heard saying, "Tell them the truth, Remy. Tell them why you were always disappearing after shows. Tell them about her. You think we didn't know? You think I didn't see the text? Now hold up. Who is she?" That's what Claressa was allegedly screaming. Before we get into all the who's and how's, let's talk about why this is such a big deal. Since Remy Ma and Papoose haven't just been a celebrity couple, they've been a brand, an image of love, loyalty, and second chances. From Remy's prison release to their BET wedding special, the world has seen them as solid. However, if Claressa's accusations are true, that entire image could have been a carefully managed illusion. Additionally, this isn't the first time Remy has been surrounded by rumors and speculation. Over the years, there have been mysterious posts from women in the industry, speculative YouTube deep dives that mysteriously vanished, and interviews, in which Remy smirked and winked while avoiding questions. Was this all a coincidence, or was it part of a bigger cover-up? Now, while some fans are saying, oh, she's just bitter, or she's mad Remy took Papoose, let's talk about Claressa's motivation. Others are pointing out something much more profound. Claressa isn't just slandering. She's claiming to have concrete evidence. She didn't just vent during her live outburst. She made promises. And she claimed to have voicemail recordings, videos, and messages that tell the whole story. One anonymous partygoer said, "Woo, that's a mood." So, where does this leave us? The internet is currently divided into two camps. Team Claressa, who thinks she's finally taking off the mask, and Team Remy, who think this is just messy revenge. In any case, the damage is done because now that the rumors are out there, everyone wants answers, and Papoose is still silent. And that silence is growing louder by the hour. But wait, this rabbit hole goes even deeper. Someone, we won't name them, allegedly leaked a screenshot of a text message thread in the hours following the party. Let's talk about those leaked screenshots, because what began as whispers at a birthday party has now become a 10-year-long double life exposed in plain sight. Next up are exclusive fake investigative findings, leaked direct messages, and what One former industry insider is calling the decade's biggest cover-up. And just when you think it can't get any messier, wait until you hear what Remy was allegedly doing with her tour money, and how Papoose may have unknowingly funded betrayal. You heard that right. What started as whispers has exploded into a full-fledged online conflagration. And at its core were purported messages between Remy Ma and, let's just call her, Miss X, no stranger. According to anonymous insiders, Miss X is a low-key producer whom Remy allegedly met backstage at an industry event years ago. Their purported bond quickly progressed from collaborative conversation to late-night emoji exchanges. One leaked direct message that appeared on a fan-run gossip page said, "You know, I can't be around you without feeling everything all over again. You still smell like summer. You still have that smile. Please pardon us. You know where my heart really is," was supposedly Remy's remark. Simply put, it's difficult, complicated, girl. We need answers. Now let's be clear, although these screenshots haven't been officially verified, fans are still going crazy. Overnight, Twitter became a courtroom, and Instagram pages were overflowing with old performance videos, side-by-side receipts, and evidence that Remy and Miss X were seen at the same after-parties multiple times. But there's more. An anonymous former assistant, you already know who spills the most tea, left a voicemail to a gossip blog saying that it was always odd. Remy would book separate hotel rooms and have lengthy calls with someone safe as a coach, and she would delete every text after. The most shocking detail is that, according to the same source, Papoose once asked Remy about the mystery person, and she allegedly told him it was a female stylist from her team that she needed space from. How convenient. However, the love life drama is only half the story. The real chaos comes when we follow the coins. Numerous outlets are now reporting that funds from Remy's independent music label and touring budget allegedly went missing over the past few years. And guess what? A large chunk of that money? We're talking across the city, discreet, tucked away, ALLEGEDLY rented under a company name that traces back to, you guessed it, Miss X. Now that's messy. According to these leaks, the money Papoose believed was going toward building their empire was actually funding an entirely different life. One that included candlelit dinners, wine nights, and flowers that weren't making it to the gram. Let's take a moment to breathe, because when fans learned about the alleged apartment, they lost it. One user commented, "If this is true, Papoose deserves an Oscar for holding it together all these years. He wasn't there, she was out here. Composing love songs for someone else and spending the money while I was out here penning poems." One post showed a picture of Papoose with the caption, "Holding down the house while she was holding hands in Harlem." Now, despite all of this spiraling online, Remy Ma has remained completely silent. No statements, no tweets, no shady Instagram stories, just radio silence. And that silence is only making people believe the worst. Meanwhile, Claressa is thriving. She's been liking every tweet that sides with her, posting cryptic quotes like, "Sometimes you've got to lose fake friends to find the truth." Imagine sticking to a falsehood. She even posted a story with the caption, "As if that weren't enough, a new leak surfaced just hours ago," claiming that a security guard at a venue where Remy performed 3 years ago saw her and Miss X leave together in matching robes after a show. All right, so this isn't a spa retreat, because according to him, they acted really familiar. Didn't look like there was a client and employee vibe, and she even gave me 100 to keep quiet about what I saw. And guess what? Sir mentioned it. Fans are now watching old videos, examining every hug, glance, eye contact, and behind-the-scenes video for clues. And some even think Papoose may have known. He looked heartbroken on set. But when cameras rolled, he snapped into character, said an anonymous insider from their reality show team, who said they discovered it long ago but chose to remain silent to preserve their public image. "We were constantly perplexed as to why he no longer seemed all in. It's giving me the energy of a happy wife and sad eyes. And now, everything is beginning to make sense." So what are our next steps? Not only because of the claimed double life, but also because of how long it was supposedly concealed. 10 years, if what Claressa said is even partially accurate. This might become one of the most significant celebrity deception tales of the decade. That's dedication on a whole new level. Remember, this isn't just an online feud, with money, careers, and reputations now entangled in the fallout. There might be financial and legal repercussions imminent. In Part 3, We'll discuss what this might mean for Remy Ma's brand deals, whether Papoose is getting ready to formally separate, and the quiet legal wrangling going on behind the scenes, with insiders claiming that a bombshell divorce clause may be triggered if these rumors turn out to be true. Oh, and did we mention that someone recently filed a cease and desist? Well, it might be too late because once the internet gets a hold of a secret, it's impossible to put that genie back in the bottle. Let's start with the legal rumors, shall we? Rumor has it that Papoose has officially hired a lawyer, and no, not for a diss track. They are discussing legal documents and property disputes. And yes, they are allegedly looking into the fine print of their marriage contract. According to that same source, there is a clause in their prenuptial agreement, they had one, that allegedly allows for immediate separation if proof of emotional or physical infidelity is confirmed. Which, let's be honest, Claressa just turned the internet into a courtroom, but wait, it's not just the love life falling apart. Let's talk about brand reputation. Remember, Remy had endorsement deals lined up, a potential return to reality TV, and even rumors of launching a podcast with other hip-hop wives. Now silent. Radio silent. That same clause allegedly includes financial consequences if breached. Remy could lose joint access to multiple business ventures they built together. Transparency and family-first principles are what our brand represents. One comment went viral, saying, "Imagine holding your partner down through prison, poverty, and pressure only to find out you were just a side character in their real story." Translation: we don't want any part of this mess. And the fans? Woo. Let's say this scandal might have broken a few hearts too. On one hand, there is disbelief. People who grew up idolizing the Pap and Remy story now feel like they've been watching a well-rehearsed show. However, others are standing up for Remy, arguing that she has the right to her history, her truth, and her path, even if some of it was concealed. However, the deluge of conjecture is drowning out those voices. Claressa hasn't finished yet. She just made a post. Ash swung first. In the mysterious upload that featured a picture of boxing gloves and the caption, "I simply struck more forcefully." We're not sure if she's referring to Instagram shade or emotional punches. In any case, it touched down. Not to be overlooked, though, is Papoose, the man at the heart of it all, the person who supported Remy like a sturdy oak tree during a hurricane for 10 years. Now what? He reportedly moved out of their shared house and is now residing in a private unit in Midtown. According to insiders, just distance and tranquility. No statements. Pap's hurt, man. This wasn't just betrayal. It's identity shattering, a close family friend said on a podcast. In the meantime, Roa has been spotted avoiding public appearances and skipping 2 important events she was scheduled for. Rumor has it that she is trying to control the narrative before it gets worse, but it may already be too far gone. What really has people reeling is the idea that this wasn't some recent affair, but rather a full-blown, ongoing and deeply rooted relationship. Not a mistake. Not a slip-up, but a whole second life. He built his brand around loyalty, and he isn't making snap decisions because he's still processing. We're not saying they're correct, but we are saying the theory has over 30 likes and counting. So where does that leave us? In a place no one expected. A place where the hip-hop love story of the decade is now being re-examined. Reem, but here's what we do know. Claressa came with confidence. Remy still hasn't responded directly. Papoose, hurt and quiet. If the rumors about Miss X being involved in Rooney's past music are true, then we've been hearing hints in her lyrics for years, and we just missed it. Whether you believe her, blame her, or can't stand her, you can't deny the timing was intentional. Claressa didn't just leak the tea. She served it with extra sugar, a twist of lemon, and a firecracker on the side. Now let's get to the important part of the conversation you need to be a part of. Woo! We need a moment to breathe because if this saga gets any messier, it might need its own season on HBO. We want to know, is Claressa Shields, the once birthday girl turned leak queen, telling the truth? Or is this the biggest smear campaign hip-hop has ever seen? Are the receipts real or just well-timed retaliation? If the allegations are true, what will happen next? Will Remy finally speak up? Will Pap walk away from the love story he built his entire brand on? Will Miss X take over and own it? Or is this just the start of something even more explosive? It's all out there in or did she do what she had to do? Should Papoose forgive and move on? Or is this the last straw after too many secrets? Leave your thoughts, theories, and wildest predictions in the comments section. We'll read them all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, And turn on those notifications if you enjoy these in-depth analyses, receipts, and scandalous revelations. This is your go-to place for the stories that no one else wants to touch. We don't do allegedly. We do here's a screenshot. Until next time, this has been another exclusive from Gossip Spittle Vibe, where the truth is louder than the lies.